Welcome to my first video. I'm crypto reviewer, and on this channel I want to talk and discuss about cryptocurrencies. At the same time, I also want to introduce you to very interesting ICOs that are currently going on and in my opinion have a future. So one of the tokens I came across recently is called the IAME token. What is IAME? IAME is basically an identification network, a decentralized one. It is built on the Ethereum network, and it is basically the goal of this token, of this project, is to give people more security with data. Currently, if you are currently a lot of you guys probably have a lot of accounts, right? From at Facebook, at Google, at a lot of platforms, right? And every time you give them valuable information, you give them your email address and your password. But what if even only one of them has a data leak? Your whole information get leaked out, and hackers can do very, very bad stuff with you. They can pretend they're you, and they can really do harm to you. So IAME is a very interesting project. So they're using a technology, or kind of like a system, that called fragmented identification algorithm. So basically, if a provider needs an ID, then it can get a lot those data from the blockchain, but they do only get fragmented identification, and with a lot of nodes interacting with each other, your whole ID gets put together, and you as a user, you have a lot of power on what kind of data you want to give away and to whom you want to give it away. So that is very, very important. So the ICO will run very, very soon. As you can see, 56 days. And I already talked about some things like that. Currently, it is in a private sale, but the first pre-sale, second pre-sale ICO will start very, very soon. And for me, it looks like a very, very serious project. They have a really clear outline on the roadmap. You can see that currently we are in Q1, between Q1 and Q2. They're currently testing the peer-to-peer payment, and until this year they're still doing the base identification, coin identification, and basically they want to start around end 2019, beginning of 2020, this project will finally launch. So if you are invested now, then you are considered as a really, really early adopter. You can see this is how the tokens basically get distributed. Some of them are distributed to the community, so they can promote and they can outsource. And the community can work on open source projects. And 50% is about 50% is for investors, pre-sale, and private sale. So let's see what else is interesting. For a project, of course, the team is one of the most important aspect, right? So this is basically a team. I already did some previous research before I started this video. When you have time, you can go in detail. You can look at their LinkedIn profile, and all of them have a very, very educated background. They studied mathematics or have a very, very a lot of experience, work experience. And additionally to this team, they also have very, very experienced advisors. If you have time, as I've said, you can look at their LinkedIns, and they're really, really professional. So I think this project can really, really work. They're also collaborating with other projects. Some of them I have looked into more detail. There are also some other projects that are doing ICOs right now, and they're also really interesting. So I'm looking forward to what IAME will do with their partners, what kind of projects they will do together, right? Sure, let's see what else we have here. The press, the IAME team also did quite a couple of interviews. You can read it through, but it shows again that the project seems to have a very big interest by the press, and yeah, I'm astonished by this project. It's like how much they already did. And one of the interesting thing I want to also mention and show you is this one. One second. The proof of concept. So currently they already have an app for iOS and Android, and you can download this app already and you can test it out. And for example, on Google Play Store, I have seen that they have a quite good review. It is currently loading, but they have, I think, a review of 4 point something stars. Doesn't seem to load right now, but you can check it by yourself. One moment. Yes, so finally loaded. You can see it has like 4.8 stars, if I see it correctly, and 10 reviews. So right, 4.8 stars. So very interesting that they already have a proof of concept. And also what you should definitely read before investing, the white paper. You can download the white paper and take a look at it. It describes again the project in depth, and I would strongly advise you to read it through. Very interesting concept. And that's basically it. I hope I was able to give you a rough overview about this project. And if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to contact me, ask me in the comments, and I will also put down in the links. I will put down the link to this website and Telegram and other platforms where you can directly interact with the developers. For me, as a conclusion, it's a very interesting project. You should have a look at it, and yep. Thank you very much for listening, and see you next time for the next ICO review.